And we're live, Sisters Unedited on KRWC. And I'm Cassandra Wilson, and I'm here with my sisters. And tonight we're going to be talking about dating above or below your station. Again, I'm Cassandra Wilson. I'm going to have my sisters introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Lindsay, event host and host here with my sisters on Sisters Unedited.
I'm Tara Porter, stylist, motivational speaker, and co-hostess at Sisters Unedited.
Hi, I'm Michelle Gurley, CEO, COO of Well Kept Wifey, author, mother, wife.
Hi, I'm Shamika Nicholson, and I work for a Fortune 500 company, and I'm also host of Sisters Unedited.
Well, ladies, tonight we're going to be talking about dating above or below your station. And you know what that means. Because a lot of you guys have dated men that you know you didn't have no business with. Because he was not on your level or you was not on his. Because I know some people that thought they were on the come up.
And it turned out wrong.
How did it turn? Well,
Let me just say this. I'm going to say this. The last man that I was with prior to my current, he came up.
Oh,
He came
up.
oh, he came up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, I have a lot of key signs, okay, to talk about. We're going to go into some of them.
Off the bat, we're going into the key. What signs? How many? I know you ain't got 21 like Tara had last.
Sign number one.
Tara had 24.
24. 24.
Sign number one.
Sign number one. This is real key. I'm going through some stuff. And my car's in the shop.
Heard that one.
What's wrong
Well,
with
I
Mary
heard,
Jill?
well, I heard, you know, what about one of these, you know, what Jesus told me?
Ooh, I heard you.
No, what about this one? I stay in this motel because my house flooded.
His house may, he live in Texas, his
Yeah,
house may
it
have
sounds
flooded.
good.
Because we've
It
been right here a
sounds
lot of days.
It
Yeah, but how long was he in the motel?
And what month was it? It sound real good.
It was
Because
in
it's
May.
awful hot and dry.
How long was you in that hotel?
Right.
There you go.
She said motel. She didn't say
Oh,
hotel.
she did
We
say
had
motel.
this discussion before about
She said
enunciating.
motel.
She said
Motel.
motel. She did say motel, though.
That means that he did not have insurance.
That means that he probably was lying, period, evicted or lost his place or between places. But I don't think there was ever a house in the beginning.
That was,
So
that's
you
his
saying he's
residence.
below your station?
Stand.
You wouldn't meet him.
Way homeless guy?
You
Yeah.
didn't date him, did you, Tara?
No, heck
Okay.
no.
Look at Tara. Tara ain't finna date nobody
Listen,
like
he
that.
even tried to bait me in. Hey, I want you to come go with me and look at some houses. I'm getting ready to buy a new house. Then he got me in there. At the time, I was in my own house. He said,
Right.
couldn't you see yourself cooking in this kitchen? I said,
Cooking.
I see myself cooking in my kitchen all
Oh,
the
he
time.
done made
and
you
I
a
look great.
house nigger.
No, he was trying to tempt me with that house. I look great cooking in my own kitchen. Thanks, though.
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. First of all, no. I don't know. I don't.
No.
No, I don't. No. I don't.
You
I
said
can't
all that to say
no. I don't. You know, probably because my personality is so strong, and sometimes throughout my I've been married for a while, 15 years, but before that,
Where's your wedding ring?
I'm getting a new one for Christmas. It's so
How
fab
do you know?
because I know because he can't hold secrets.
Okay, back to
Yeah.
your stuff.
So like when you got 5 kids, there's no secret in the house. So listen, again, I date where they can pay for nice things for me. You know what I like. So let me go back. No.
Still pair.
No. Hell no. But no, I've never encountered. But you know, I have dated people. No, I haven't. Because I'm gonna tell you why. My surroundings with when I was growing up, I was raised majority by my cousin who was a gentleman who was older guys, right? So I actually saw, and they kind of taught me more. There's only 2 of us in my family, my sister and myself, and my cousins who was like 5 or 6 years older than us. So we went to their home and the line of profession that they were in. You know, it is what it is. I don't care.
It is what it
so
is.
it's what it is. So, you know, I actually was exposed to different things.
What type of line of?
No, we don't want to go down there.
So, okay.
Stay with it.
I got it.
So, you know, you from Detroit, you know what it is.
I know what
All right,
it
so I kind of was, I'm not that woman who has those stories. Because I'm looking at you like, girl, you did what? That ain't me, honey. So, therefore, I just couldn't do those guys because my mouth is too bad.
Well, what about, okay, if you look at statistics, and I'm not being Tara this week.
It's all right,
okay.
Tara. You can be Tara this
She's a
week.
great influence.
Yes, Tara is good, honey.
But you hear about, especially when you look at the black man,
Yeah.
and how he has been incarcerated. Now, we have videotapes that are showing what has been going on this whole time. So a lot of our men have been incarcerated, or they can't get a better paying job, or for whatever. They've been touched by the justice system. So I'm not saying that we need to turn our backs on
Right.
them.
No.
So is that saying that we're
Better than them or something? We're not.
No,
We're not
no.
better than them.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying.
But that's how we do. We'll say if he doesn't have a white collar job,
You sure.
if he's not making seven figures,
Sure.
then no, he can't buy me my coach and my.
Yeah.
We're not
No.
I mean,
Not it.
but that's true. It's true because a lot of black women do that. A lot of black women have standards that they can't touch their damn self. So I don't understand why they give it to men,
Now, you
to
know
black
what?
men.
But I think one of the main things that matters is, and we had this discussion in an event before.
Mm-hmm.
One of the main things to me that matters is where you are in your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, maturity.
Well, not just maturity, where you are in your life. When I was 20, I didn't have anything. I met my first husband. He didn't have anything. We put our nothing together, and we grew from there, and we were happy. Then, fast forward to 40, when I had my own salon, my own house, I got an extra kid thrown into my household. I had 2 dogs, 2 cars, the yard. I don't have time for a man that's just starting out. I'm great.
But that
I'm
makes
but I'm just
sense,
saying,
though.
where I was in my life, I can't date down. I can't. You can
gotta
only
stay on the
add
level.
to my burdens. You either need to meet me or beat me, period.
But we're
But
talking
I
about
think-
financial, though. Are there any other standards or levels that you
yeah,
judge
it
on? Like
is.
he's below me, or not below me, but
Well, his
he's not in my
hustle.
league.
Like a
His
financial?
hustle.
Other than financial, though.
Evenly
His
yoked.
hustle.
Evenly yoked.
Okay, let's say this
evenly
here.
yoked.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Hustle.
levels where
Now,
you
it
could.
might be guys that have situation that they are just down, but they have the hustle and the goals and the long-term goals and the know-how and know how to do something. Like a man that don't know how to do nothing.
Can't fix nothing.
No,
But it still matters where you are. It still
Yeah,
matters where
it
you are.
has to, because-
if I don't have the space or time in my life to wait for you to come up, I can't. I need to be like I'm 46 now.
Right.
46.
Very
And-
good,
but
very
what
good,
about-
yes.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Slow down. Come back. I didn't get that. Thank you. Yeah,
That was you.
That was not that. We got
Somebody-
Bill on
Yes,
outside.
five.
But what about other things? Because I was reading about this. Yes, I was. I Googled what people think about dating outside of your league. Or how do you even determine what your league is?
Okay.
And that's the thing, because some people gauge on how you look physically. Like
Yeah.
if you're in shape, like I'm on the dating sites because I'm single, and I'm swiping past people because you could be, absolutely, you could be a great guy, but if you 50, 60 pounds overweight,
Okay, but let me.
That's not my lane.
Okay, but that's fine. But let me give you a good example about that. My husband's skinny, but listen. But the crazy,
Hey, it's real out
the
here.
funny, the ironic part about that is society has set those goals for us. So therefore, you may get a man who is 6'2".
no, I'm just not attracted to fat.
Yeah, but listen, tell you something.
I'm gonna agree with her.
Sometimes
And
that
that's
comes
just
in.
like
And what
It's
you're
not
attracted to
standard.
matters.
That's
Everybody has a-
to each his own. Now,
Yeah.
let me just see you work out. So therefore, you is a gym fanatic, right?
She addicted.
Let me tell you something. Me personally, my husband's skinny. You know, him we don't go to gyms. It's okay. I got a little stomach. I'm gonna work that out.
Right.
You know,
But he
don't
got,
care about that.
yeah.
Right. So, we move on past it. Just go to the doctor, you like, and they put
And
it
then
on.
you wake up like
So that's what I do. But I understand that because me personally, let me give you an example about me. I mean, before I was married, I had a certain level of God. I think we all have, no matter married or not, you have a certain level. When I was single, I didn't date men with kids. That's another level.
That's another
That's
level.
what I'm saying. I didn't date guys with kids because I don't have time. Because see, sometimes I'm not there. I'm over there, and I can't understand other theirs because I'm not selfish. But I have dated. No, I'm not selfish because I have 5 kids on myself. I maybe a little bit. But listen,
Other people, with other people, that's not your kids.
right? Not my kids. But I dated
That's
guys.
selfish.
That's not selfish
It
though.
is. You got 5.
Self-centered.
What if you got 2?
She's
That's
self-centered.
7.
not
That's too
selfish.
damn many. We're gonna have 5 and
Say, I'm
one on the
already
side.
maxed out, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
already maxed out.
I limited to 5, so
It's done. We have 5 on the court. He gonna sit on the side.
Yes,
Two gonna sit-
Lord, you can't
we can't
do
sew
that.
up like
you
that.
Know what? You know what?
well maybe that would live with their mama, not with the.
Okay, let me get an example. It was one guy who was like me before. He was a nice guy. I never had a problem with no one's their past. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I thank God for that. I never had a problem like that. But thank God for that because I'm not too tight. But going forward, as I matured into my level of finances and how I was growing, I would never, if me and my husband ever divorced, Lord forbid, I would never want a man with a child. That's just me. do not come
Okay, that's
from.
another
So
topic.
is it a double standard though with us in regards to choosing our league or our level? Because
yes, it
you
is.
could see a man who has status, an older man, and he's got money, and he's dating a young
Younger
girl with
woman.
nothing, or a grown woman with nothing.
A younger woman.
But we look at that as okay in society.
But Cassandra said her husband dated somebody who was younger.
Me.
And and married her. Yeah, go ahead. Tony.
But anyway, I think, but you know what? We have to look at, because I think it has to do with where you are mentally, spiritually,
It is.
physically, financially.
All
Because
All that plays a factor.
sometimes
Yeah.
It does.
you bring on you know, and I'm gonna give you an example. I have a friend that moved to Texas, and she wasn't all together. And she ended up dating this guy.
It's called Can't Get Right.
Well, I got a whole story about the can't get right.
And she ended up dating this guy, and I'm thinking, but you're not together. You're trying to get your marriage, so you've been here 6 weeks.
But that's what I'm with you
And then
on
she's
that,
dating
Cassandra.
this guy who got a record. He on house arrest. He working, you know, a little minimum wage job.
Record.
He can't take her out on a date.
But you know,
But that's again
But
somebody else's. I mean, that's her standards. That's not necessarily.
But later she says, I should have never dated him because he couldn't bring anything to the table. All he could do was take. And I said, well, you should have known that.
But do you
And
think
I
that we're
understand
held
that he
accountable for
was
that?
working on his,
As friends?
trying to work back.
Being honest with each other.
That's what I'm wondering.
Amen.
I think
Somebody say
we're
amen.
held
Yeah,
accountable for that.
amen.
I think now nothing personal towards you, your friend, you know, but me personally, you know, I think we're all enough to know we all outspoken. If you saw if it's a big if.
Big.
If that happened, I must feel like amnesia. I was skiing and, you know, I hit my head and the bottle fell,
skiing?
but something happened and I don't have no memory.
was out
Help
on
me.
the
You
football
understand?
field with
Help
the
me.
Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, with the Falcons, just
Without
my team.
a helmet.
Without Matt
Bottom
Ryan,
line,
it's okay.
though, is if I come to you and I say,
Help
okay,
me.
Okay, now Miss Girly, I don't
Yeah.
know if this is your normal. The bottom line is the decision is still yours.
Right, but if you,
Thank God for the
if you give
foundation
me-
of people who give you
that's
the
what.
honest.
But if you
that's
give
right.
it
I
to
want
them,
it.
you want it like that.
Me too.
You want it like
Tell me
that.
too.
Your circle comes
I want to
strong.
know about dating above your level. We talking about
Okay.
below.
Okay, now above.
Have you ever dated someone who you felt like
No.
was out of your league?
No.
I did.
I've
I know.
dated someone who was out of my league in maturity-wise, financially,
Yeah.
all of that. However, I learned something from the relationship. I learned that when I got ready to start my business, how to manage my money.
Right.
So it was a
It was a
win-win for
great
me.
benefit.
And that's what I was
Right.
thinking
Win-win.
about last night because
But I did date. He was out of my league, but I appreciate. He was older.
right.
He was more mature in a whole bunch of things.
Because I was doing some self-check when I was reading about the leagues, and I was like, as great as I am, I've never dated anyone that was out of my league. Who's above me? But in real life, when I was in my 20s, I dated a man.
We're talking about lower than that.
I don't know nobody. Sorry, I don't know.
I looked-
That's it.
That's
I
it.
looked
I'm
back,
done.
and this man had finances. He had, on paper, he looked perfect. The degree, the finance, the car, buying condos, taking care of me, living wonderfully.
And on paper is one view.
And on paper is one. In real life too, though. In real life too, he was taking care of things, and I was sitting back looking at how was he
Right.
able to do that. I couldn't even. My mind wasn't even grown enough to understand
What happened?
how he was able to do the things he did. That was out of my league. But I did learn some things like you from that. So now I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how you could build this by yourself. That's how you could do that. But honestly, he was out of my league at the time. I just didn't know it.
I don't know. No.
But I will say,
Again, no.
you know, when you're little, you learn there's a difference between boys and girls, and so
Yeah.
Boys and men.
Boys and men.
boys and girls. But what I'm getting
Well,
at is the double standard or no double standard. I'm kind of old fashioned, so to me, the things that I'm able be able to do and get away with, a man may or may not be able to do and get away with.
Right.
In my book, on my planet, I'm sorry, it's just certain things that as a woman I feel like I can get away with that he can't. I'll go into details later. But I'm
I
just
know
saying,
you will.
Oh, I know you're gonna go into detail.
When we come back,
She has 17 of them written down.
You gonna make some
confessions.
I'm gonna make a.
You coming out of the closet?
No.
She's coming out of the
Coming out
closet.
the closet.
Don't like that.
Don't confess
Well, it's a lot
on
of different
national
closets.
television
It's a
now.
lot of different
Yeah,
closets.
not that
Let's be
closet because I
clear.
know you're a man, but I'm talking about the other kind of closet.
Well, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Well,
About
listen. When we come back, we're gonna have some confessions. We're coming out the closet,
Not over here.
and we're almost something like the Pope. So if you want to confess some things, stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Okay, can you see this hair?
You got one string right there.
She wears a long fur coat of mink, even in the summertime. Everybody knows from McCoy Hill Wing, the girl's got a lot on her mind. She's like big thoughts, big dreams, and a big brown Mercedes sedan. Well, I think this girl, she really wants to be in love with a man. She wants to leave, come on, glamorous life, she tell me. Let's touch, she wants to leave. Glamorous life without love, it ain't much. Woo! Come on, clap your hands at home. Everybody at home, clap your hands. They made haste in the brown sedan. They showed up 55 Secret Street. They made love by the 7-way. She knew she had a problem. She thought real love is real scary. Money only pays the rent. Love is forever, that's all your life. Love is 7 cents. Come on, glamorous me, glamorous life. She told me, man said she wants to leave. The glamorous life without love, it ain't much, it ain't much. The glamorous life. She told me, man said she wants to leave. Glamorous life without love, it ain't much, it ain't. Come on.
That will be held here live in June 20th, 2016. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you can go to runconference.org and get your early bird tickets now. Or you can give us a call at 1-800-718-2425. And you can call us and we'll tell you how to get your tickets. Or you can text the letters RWC to 55469, and it'll bring up our information on your iPhone, your smartphone, and you can get all the information you need about the Run Women's Conference 2016. So check us out. We're in 3 cities next year. That's in California, in Alhambra, California, on May 20th. We're in Oklahoma City, June 20th, and we're in Dallas, Texas, July 22nd, 23rd, with the beautiful Sheila E., who's going to be speaking and performing live for us on July 23rd. So catch us, Run Women's Conference 2016, at www.runconference.org.
Broken hearted, crying, every day dying, full of rain, full of lightning.
Porter here with Sisters Unedited.
Hey y'all, this is Shamika Nicholson, co-host of Sisters Unedited. If you're interested in watching a live taping of Sisters Unedited, please call KRWC at 817-803-6951 to watch me flip hair.
This is Cassandra Wilson on Sisters Unedited. Listen, December 1st, we're having a live taping here at our studios. If you would like to be a part of our studio audience, inbox us on Sisters Unedited on Facebook. Listen again, that's December 1st at 7 p.m. We only have a limited amount of seats. So inbox us on Sisters Unedited on Facebook.
With Sisters Unedited, where we have some confessions.
Well, I'm going to get into it.
All right. Well, then we know who's confessing.
Yes, I am.
Something like the post.
Now, when Kim, yes, Lord, when Kim struck a chord when she said she don't like fat boys. And, you know, I didn't like fat boys because I couldn't figure out what we was going to do together. I'm going to tell you the truth. What is we going to do together? If I'm huffing and you puffing and you huffing and puffing, you know, because I was 300 and something pounds before. So, you know, then I got older and I was like, dang, that's messed up. How I'm going to be like that? I want somebody to want me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So I didn't do that. I lost weight.
Boom! There's the answer.
Lose weight.
I don't like fat boys still.
Well, hey, I'm not into fat boys, but I did date a guy once, and I was thinking he was massive, 6'7", 365,
They come in good in the
LBS.
wintertime, though.
Did he have some muscles? I'm talking about fat, like.
No, I'm talking about fat too.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, but he wasn't that kind of fat. He wasn't a sloppy fat. He was well put together, but he was still big.
He was wheezing.
I'm talking about. Let me
Well, he
let
talked
me,
like
let me
Biggie
get a
Brother.
running jump.
When he go from the
Let
kitchen
me
to
get
the
it
living room.
right. Let me get a running jump to get in my truck.
No,
like,
ma'am. And in Detroit, he was slid
And
his
then he
ass
have to
to
grab
That's
the,
how-
then he have to grab the hood of the truck to get out. You know, you got to do a pull up with the bag.
reach out and pull yourself
Hope
out.
he had a good emblem on that truck.
Toe that ass.
and that boy leaned to the side when he got in it.
And the
No.
truck,
Test
Dead.
limit suspension
and
every
the truck
day.
leaned to the side too. The truck like, well, damn, get out.
Well, what I learned is there's different kinds of fat. That's all I'm going to say. 'Cause
It
the kind of fat
is.
that I dated, he was a big dude, and it was me stepping out of the box, and it wasn't so bad at all. It was. I won't even say it wasn't so bad. It was really good. The only reason we didn't continue to date is because he lived
was
in
too
Oak
fat.
Cliff. No, he lived in Oak Cliff. I lived in Fort Worth, and we both had children in school, and we didn't want to move or do.
No.
We're still in touch today, and he's lost a lot of weight. So,
Oh.
just saying, he does call me.
He watches
anyway,
the show.
Oh.
Okay,
I
so here's
See,
here's
he
the
did
thing.
what I did. He lost weight. He didn't want to be
Here-
fat.
It was on accident.
Right,
It
because he
happened.
didn't want nobody fat.
Okay, so here's my thing about the difference between girls and boys.
Oh,
I'm a little bit
Well,
old-fashioned.
I know
Other
some
than the
diff-
obvious
okay, well, you better
differences,
talk to us.
other than that, I am old-fashioned, and I believe that the role of a man in a relationship is different than that of a woman.
Amen.
Which means if we're dating and I'm below his station, that should be acceptable to some degree, depending on what it is. I'm gonna just say financially for the most part. Now, if we both not gonna be fat, then we both not gonna be fat. If we both gonna be spiritual, we're gonna be equally yoked. And if we're gonna deal with the kid issue, we're gonna deal with the kid issue. But I feel like financially, not that I shouldn't work, not that I should just be doing nothing, but if he makes more money than me, I feel like that shouldn't be a problem.
But you're right. Let me show you a good example. See, what happened in America, society has happened this. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to take it biblical. So if you believe in God, roll. If you don't, I don't give a damn. So let me roll this.
Wow.
So one way is that God, when God made it so that he made man head, all right? So woman is second. So therefore, if you want to be the queen, if you want to be a king, I see these posts, oh, I'm the king, and I don't use hate.
That is so new. What is that about?
And I don't like to see women
seen
say,
it.
"I'm happy Father's Day." to me. You're not a father.
Yeah.
You're not a man. I mean,
that's-
but
like
you're
you
not.
said, society has
And you're still not a
Society
place.
has made women feel like they're the head, and so those women are lacking.
That's why they can't.
They
That's
are.
They
why
won't.
they can't get a husband.
Because
That's why
in
you
my
can't
book,
get a husband.
in my book, I talk about that to women, and I'm like,
shameless plug? What's the name
I
of
do.
it?
I do that every week. So and how to keep your husband wanting your cookies.
Not your boyfriend.
Not your
Not your
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Sacrilege,
Your
sacrilege,
husband.
sacrilege.
Oh,
You set your cup
oh,
down. I saw it.
Oh, I did it.
Set
I'm
it
sorry.
down.
I did. Okay. So this gives me so much energy to talk about this because women actually, I love this because women actually want to say I'm the head because he don't make enough money. No, you play your role.
Right,
That's
regardless.
right.
You play your role regardless. You are a woman. God. That's
Play your
Play your
position.
position.
Play your position. Know your role.
Pick
Because
me.
I don't ask
But
to
no,
my job.
but listen.
When you're done, pick me.
Okay, I will. But from biblically, it shows why a lot of women don't prosper because if you sit back and say the man is the head, and you let the man be the head, if the man is somehow falling off foundation, that's where the help me come in to show the man, to guide the man, to help you. Say, I ain't saying financially help you. It's called mentally say, okay, now honey, what you need me to help you, show you how to do. If you have a man who's understanding that will take that knowledge and say, okay, baby, this is why I need you. I'm lacking in this area. Or she may see that area and help that man.
Right.
Excuse me, a good man. I
Amen.
ain't say a man who's horrible. I ain't say the man who run the streets. I ain't say the man who got passwords on his cell phone that his wife don't know his lock number,
Why you all
his wife don't know his bank account. And they're not on the same phone plan. I ain't talking about those men. I'm talking about a man who their phone is not even open. I mean, not even password. No, what you call those things? Password locks on your phone. So it's different standards to understanding that. So it's different levels when you say I'm here or there. A lot of men, first of all, no disrespect towards men. That's why God created woman because man needed help.
Right.
Let me just say that man was wandering lost. So God realized that a
So he
man
was
needed
lost and now he's found.
because God created woman. God created woman. He did.
the Lord.
He did.
You
And
should know
so
your position.
know your
I'ma
position.
tell you,
I'm
my-
sorry.
But
I
that's
took
a
it there.
fine line. That's a fine line. That
was
knowing
good
your
stuff right
position.
there.
That's great stuff.
stuff.
Wonderful.
That's
Agree
good
with that
stuff. I agree.
100%. However, from my perspective is being in a position where I had a man who was a good. Thank you so much.
That girl I tell you to make cute chocolates.
He was a great person, but when you're talking about above or below a level and somebody being the head, just because you're a man, you were born male, doesn't mean you're the head of anything. It doesn't mean you're able to be the head. I could let you lead all day, but if you run me into a brick wall, then where we going?
And that leads me to this.
But
point.
she said a
Let me-
good man.
Let me
You
tell
didn't
He
you
was
this.
a good man.
And let me
But
tell
then
you
good
this.
is
With her
based on
but
your
it-
definition
definition
of
of
what
good.
is.
Okay, but let me tell you
Alright.
this, and my hat is off to my sister-in-law Angela Ward, because she made my brother, even though he proposed to her with a beautiful diamond ring, she said, before I accept this proposal, I need a business plan. Because I need to
Go
know
ahead,
where you're
sister-in-law.
going. I may not want to help that. You may want to, own a couple strip clubs. I don't want to help that. So she
know
made
that's
him
right.
give her a 10-year plan. And every time he gets off that plan, she puts him back on the plan. Wait
That's
a
a
minute.
helpmate, baby.
That's-
You
for
said
sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
in 3 years we're supposed to be here, so I'm out here working trying to help you get there. Now you talking about we getting ready to go over yonder where the green grass grow, but that ain't on the business plan. You need to do a revision.
I ain't going over there
So
with that
my
green
head
grass.
is off to my sister-in-law because most women they so happy with the diamond
Right.
that they're
Right.
not gonna
They're not thinking about the
Talk
marriage,
about
the
it.
future,
Yeah, everything.
nothing.
marriage, the future. They thinking about
Well,
just
nothing.
the
Well,
material thing.
I got that.
and I'm with you on that because
I
I
agree.
can't
Yeah.
follow a man
Yeah.
who ain't following Christ anyway.
That's
Mhm,
right.
mhm.
Now let's just get real biblical because it says here
Right.
that I'm to follow him as he follows Christ. Now,
That's
if
right.
he's no longer following Christ, he
He ain't
sure can't
following me. He can't lead me.
nowhere other than to lead me to hell.
Right.
And I
That's
ain't
right.
gonna
That's
do
not
that.
the
And I
sister
ain't
trying to
going
take.
with you. Not with no
Not at
different.
all. Not to the
Right.
green grass, not to hell, not none of that.
But see, as people, we should. We were just talking about this coming down. We was talking about something we're getting on, but not trying to get on that. But about how we put ourselves in a position with men or women. You know what I'm saying? How you want to have these stipulations so high, and your ass is way down here, and you put yourself out. Well, this man got to have this 800, 745 score, and you got a 300 negative.
You got
and
negative.
you don't have nothing. So I'm trying to understand. It's some that they
Right.
negative hell.
And that's why I didn't
I don't
really
understand
agree
that.
100% when Tara said, it's different because men and women's roles. I feel like a man who has status and is
Right.
in a different place in his life,
Right.
it's okay for him to want a woman who has something.
Oh, I'm not saying he should
But he
want
still
that, but I'm
should see
saying
the
what is
same
acceptable.
hustle
Right.
in himself. Like it's all about your goals and and what your aspirations is and how you're going to go get
So
it.
basically, what you need to do is put on that cheerleading uniform and go home with your pom-poms
And cheer him on.
and cheer them on.
That's right.
And shake something.
But you gotta
Money
have more. You
maker.
gotta have more than pom poms and a short skirt, though. You get when you come out of
yeah,
your pom poms,
'cause
you
that's
gotta be
what
able to
you-
see. Because if you can't read the business plan, you can't tell him when he get off of it.
And
You
at
can
some point
interpret it.
you
You
gonna
can,
be
right, you
looking
can
at
interpret
that.
it, right?
That's right.
I'm talking about the girl.
Right, and
Interpret
Okay,
that.
okay.
Okay.
What about this though? What
Yeah.
about the side effect? You were talking about the women who want to be the head. They don't need a man.
Right.
That whole thing. Okay.
They don't need a
on
man.
The, on the well,
Yeah,
no,
they,
that's
no,
that,
no,
I'm
but they
king,
do
I'm
that
the-
on
well,
those
some have
posters.
that
They do
mentality.
that.
household, they don't
They
like
do
that.
that.
I'm sorry, who said they didn't need a man?
I
You gotta
have,
make
we're
it
just talking
on
about a
social
type,
media,
the
how they
type
do
of
it.
women
Right.
that she's saying, who are
Not
these-
literal.
Right,
Okay.
these leadership girls.
Wait a
But part of
minute.
the
Wait
problem
a
is,
minute.
part of the problem is
I
we
need
just
a man.
talked about how many people, how many of our, especially African American men, are in the prison system or in the streets living some kind of way
Right.
and ineligible to be the head of someone's household. So it cuts down the number of opportunities
Well,
women
I'm not saying
have.
they can't be the head. What I'm talking about now, if we want to talk about African American men, black. I don't know. I was born in the '60s, so right on. I'm
Whatever
black.
the new term is.
Whatever the kids are
Most
saying.
black men don't even forget a plan. They don't have a thought. So for a
Right.
woman like me, you can't get with me. I'm married
Right.
now, so it don't apply. But when I wasn't, you couldn't get with me
Right.
because you have to at least tell me what your plan is,
Right.
so I'll know if I want to follow that. Most black men, when you ask them, where do you see yourself in 6 months? Baby, I just want to be with you. Well, where do you see yourself in a year, baby? I just want to be
Just say 3 months
That's
first.
a
Start
time.
a
I'm
plan.
sorry.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right
Right.
now, my next
I'm sorry.
line
Listen.
is this ain't gonna work out.
Listen, this is where I'm going though. I'm talking about the woman who is the head of her household and she has the I don't need a man because I got this.
Okay.
So part of the reason is because we don't have a lot of good men to choose from because of the odds. And then the
Well,
side
wait a minute.
effect.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm saying that it lessens your opportunity. I'm not saying that
There
there
are
are
a lot of
none.
good
I'm not saying
men
that there
out
are
there.
none.
might not
There's
be
a lot
fine.
I don't think that.
Let me
I don't
say
think the
this here.
numbers are.
I had a phone call before we got here from my cousin in Houston, and he said there are no more good women. There are no
Right.
good women, and he's in his area of. I can say my cousin's in his from 21 to 29.
Okay, in that
I don't,
window.
he's in that window. And I said, why would you say that? He said, for example, he said Kanika, Michelle. You know, it's okay. So he said, first of all, I worked. I did everything possible for her. You know what I'm saying? He said I would go and she's a beautician in Houston, and he said I would go and paint. I saw the pictures. He would help her paint. He did everything. But it's the way he was raised to respect the woman. Let me say that. Sometimes when you go talking to these men, sometimes their back end shows how they treat a woman, right? But it's a flip side to that. Okay, just say that he was in a household was crazy. If the woman has direction, she will help the man. I'm sorry, I get so excited. You know, that's my thing. So, and he told me, he said, Michelle, I don't understand how I do everything I possibly can for this woman. She never understands what I'm doing, but she'll go get someone less than me to help her.
Right.
Because
I've heard people say that
she
too.
wants someone basically don't have anything. I said, well, maybe have you talked? I'm understanding. So I said, have you talked to her? Have you seen where her goal's at? Try her 3-month goal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What does she want? Start small.
what her mind is.
Yeah, small. And he said, well, she came from a household there where her mama was real rude to men. It shows a lot. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you take it back to that. That's right. You take it back to the foundation.
She don't know what to do with her.
He said, and now that she's with someone else, she realized what she had, and she comes for him. I said, well, you know, I'm gonna talk about it on the show today. And ironically, we're talking about
Right.
above and below. You know what I'm saying? So
Well-
their ages, no matter how old you are, you may encounter someone who is on that level.
But I don't
my
know if
point-
that would fall in the above or below
No, listen.
station.
But to my point,
But it
I'm saying that
does.
if you
It
look at
does.
statistics,
Mindset.
though, if you look at statistics, for example, in the South where we are, it is a fact that we outnumber men 10-1, and that is the part that I'm talking about when I
Right.
say availability. We are outnumbering the men. So the side effect that I'm getting ready to address is this: what about the women who do have it together? They are
They crazy.
settled in their lives and
Keep
everything, but the word that the kids use is thirsty. What about the woman who is desperate? I'm tired of being by myself.
Because you
so
know
I'm just
why?
gonna try to fix this
You know why?
schlumpadink up and try to
What's
make
that
something
song
out of it.
say?
Time out.
What's
We
that
had a
song?
big word.
Schlumpadink. Got that from Oprah. Thanks, Oprah.
You know what it is? You have women. I moved from Atlanta. What you're saying is high in Atlanta. I don't know about Dallas area, but I know it's higher in Atlanta, Georgia. You have your career. You have this. You have all. I done worked. I done got this. I got this. I got that. I got that. Okay, that's fine. But when you go to bed, what you doing?
Right.
When it's time to go and sleep, what you doing? When it's time to sit and watch a movie, what are you doing? Because your standards are so high because you went to school. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as black women, I hear we all got careers. We all have money. We all have business. We all have that. None of us is on that level that if a nice man, I ain't say a boy, I said a man, would come to us, a grown ass man. With everything, when I say a grown ass man, he got his priorities, he respect the woman, he see us. If, for example, a grown ass man, we don't show, if your cup get low, do you need anything? No disrespect to my woman, do you need anything? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But you get the women who have all these degrees, and think there's nothing a man can do for her because her social circle talks about the same thing. And when they all go home lonely.
Well, this is what I see. I see women
to ball.
Because everybody want to
They
ask,
go
you know,
home to
Sandra,
ball.
what did you do to get your great husband? What did you? Let me tell you something. I don't believe there was a shortage of men. I had no problem meeting a man. They were easy to me. It was like breathing air. No problem.
Right.
A good man.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Because I can get I've had a bunch of men.
I've never had a problem getting a man. That was never my problem. I have other issues. It's keeping them because after you show me who you are,
That's my
it ain't
point.
gonna work
That
out.
goes back to the
Right.
good man.
Exactly.
However, let me tell you what I hear. They'll say, well, Cassandra, what did you, let me tell you something. My values never changed.
Right.
Because like my dad taught me how to date, and my brothers. My daddy told me, if you go out with a man, you stand there until Jesus comes. If he don't open that door, then that means you stand there until Jesus comes. Jesus don't show up, bring your behind home. I don't open doors. I don't touch chairs. I stand there and let him be a man. But guess what? When I got my husband, I don't mind serving him.
That's right.
You
That's
can't
right.
make his plate. You can't wash his
girl,
clothes the
that's
way
right.
I can do
That's
it.
right.
Baby.
That's
You
true.
can't
That's
do
true.
it the way I can. So, but we don't know how to do that because we wife men before we date them.
Absolutely.
And that's for women, and
What?
it bothers
That's my
me because I have met not a lot, but I've met men that go, what if we were married?
Shout out to your bud.
If we were met, my husband's name is Tony Wilson. But
Oh, wait, say that again.
Hi, Tony.
Tony Wilson.
Shout
Her
out
whole
to Tony.
situation switched.
But women will go, but you can't be the
Tony
man
doing
and the
it.
woman
That's
in
right.
a relationship.
That's right.
Let him be a man.
That's right.
Okay,
Well-
no, that's the problem.
No.
Because
I agree with
we
that,
want
but
a
there
man
is
to
another
buy us-
side of that
We want a
coin.
man to buy us this and buy us that.
It's
First
not
of
always
all,
about the
It's
buying.
about maturity. And this is my problem. This is a whole nother subject, but especially with black women being successful. First of all, we wear our wealth on our back. That's why we're the #1 consumer amongst all races.
This is true.
And so we're so busy trying to get a Coach purse.
Why they gotta
we
buy Coaches?
forget your Coach.
They still buy
They
Coaches?
still Michael Kors.
Girl, get they
cheap
life.
Michael
Whoever,
Kors.
yeah, whatever the new thing.
They're so busy trying to get a man to buy them a purse.
sorry.
They've forgotten to
My fault.
realize.
I don't mean to say
Hey,
that.
hey, brother
like
man,
Coach. It's okay.
what do you need me to do for you? I'm not saying him asking you to
It's
do
all
something
right. I'm
out
sorry.
there
You take that
crazy. I'm just saying, paying attention to him, listening.
You know
Now,
what?
and then when the game come on, shut your damn mouth.
Right.
Do
Game
your
time.
thing. Game on.
Okay,
Game on,
okay.
shut up.
I've
I'm
had
sorry.
enough. I've
Okay,
had
you've
enough.
had enough.
I've had enough.
Oh, Lord.
I agree.
Damn.
I agree 100% with a lot of the things that you ladies have said, but I have
However-
lived a different side of that coin. And we keep passing over the fact that, well, women are in the station that we're in. We take control and we act like men and we say we don't have time.
I don't want
Why
to
do I need? I don't need a man because
But-
I can do
but
this.
some
Wait a
of
minute,
them want to.
but I don't
don't
want
want
to.
to.
But I've been put in a position where I have to.
Yeah, but
and
you
if
gotta
I
come
have
back.
to do that, and I've done it all, and I'm with a man, and I'm still doing it all, then damn it, I don't need you. And that's the truth of the
That's
matter.
true.
I don't
Agree.
need financially.
That's
I mean,
true. You
cleaning
don't
the
need
house.
it.
I mean, if I've given you a plan, I wrote your business plan for you. This is what you said you wanted. I sat down and did it. This is what we're gonna do. We agree. You said it. I
Wait,
said it nice.
do you know
and
who
then
the-
you didn't do shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So-
You do know what the problem was? You wrote the
Well,
plan.
only because he
I
didn't
said
have
that.
good penmanship.
It doesn't matter.
No, he came up with the idea. He said, "This is what I would like to do with
He
my
can write.
life."
I don't care. He can write.
Okay, so
we
Let
can
him
read it.
execute.
well, he didn't
Let me
execute
tell
it.
Did you allow him
I
to
agree with
execute?
you.
Absolutely.
Kim,
And
we
I
have
want to be
to
supportive.
You are a very smart woman. Let me tell you something. I know you're very, very smart. You're very educated. You have your business. I'm gonna tell you something. And the first error you did, he felt handicapped. I'm gonna make her. Not make her. I want her to write it
gonna
down
let
for.
her.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
let
let
her
her.
write. I'm acting like I can't do it for myself. And let me say something.
I don't think it was an act, but okay.
I'm sorry. It was. Go ahead.
He has to
Kim,
execute
I'm
it.
done with you. But I agree with you.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Like,
But I'm just saying,
We are
you
only
can
to
be
help.
you can be the best helpmate that you can be.
But there's
But
levels
you
of
can't
help
be the
that you
best
have to
help
give to.
back
And
to
I
the-
can say, because I witnessed the whole situation, you were extremely helpful. I think you did too.
You was
Because-
over help.
Because let me tell you something.
And you do have-
let me
you
show
do-
you what
even
happened.
if it's painful, you
have
gotta sit
something
back and
inside
let
of
it
you that's like a mothering.
sure can.
You have a mothering intention inside you. So you wanted perfection, right? But the opposite of it, the person ain't got perfection for you. So you want perfection for the whole situation, and you like, we're gonna do this.
And even if
we're gonna
and
do
they
that.
don't even, he didn't even want perfection for himself. Sorry.
But okay, got it.
You-
Even better.
if you don't
because
wanna update and upgrade
but
yourself,
he
then
knows
my
her.
channel-
He knows what she has to
He knows
give.
her
That's
capabilities.
what I'm saying.
And
And
he
he
knew
knows
that Kim
Kim.
would do.
Kim gonna do it. She
Well,
gonna write it down, and
she
gonna
has
make the,
learned.
She gonna make the vision plain.
Hashtag standards come with
Stand
something.
down.
That's,
Well, I
that's all I have
understand
to
that.
say until after the next break. I'm just saying.
Well, I just think, and I
Is that a strike
I don't
until
know
break?
the gentleman, but I think that we moved ahead of him.
Yeah.
And I understand as women,
Happens
want,
every day.
when we hear it, we want to run because that's what we do. We're executors. But if
Yeah.
it's his vision, we have to allow him
to manifest.
to execute his
It's
vision.
just like with your children. You cannot do everything for them
Right.
and expect them
In
to
the great words of Fat Joe, you gotta fall back. Lean back.
lean back.
All right.
Gotta give them
That northern East
Oh,
Coast be
wait,
rolling over
all
here.
day long.
Are we back to talking about fat men again? I'm
No,
just
Fat
asking questions.
Joe.
Fat Joe. Okay, I'm just
Fat
asking
Joe ain't
questions.
fat no more.
No,
Yeah,
he
talk
not.
to-
Wait, Fat Joe. What show
No.
is
Let
that?
me find out a man.
Fat
got
Joe is
something
the
to-
right. That's the right Joe. He lost
okay,
weight.
he did lost weight. I'm sorry.
listen.
I be in New
Big
York.
pun
so-
died from his
That-
fat.
You see, I was
Okay.
thinking about. Okay, good.
Okay.
You know,
When we come
Navigate
back,
his big ass.
Listen,
when we come
when
back,
you so big you die from fat.
when we come back, we're gonna talk about fat men and the dating below and above our standards. We'll be right back after these messages.
You've thought about it, dreamed about it, and prayed about it. Starting your own business. Well, you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone. No matter what your business, Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you succeed. Here's Cassandra Bradford.
We're a Christian organization designed to help you succeed at what God has called you to do.
Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you avoid the pitfalls, fears, and costly mistakes first-time businesses often make. They'll guide you through the proper forms and help surround you with wise counsel.
We partner you with other people that can help you become successful. We want to do the paperwork for you so you don't have to.
And Genesis Preferred Solutions offers free training and seminars designed to promote success through the Word of God.
Put action to the plan that you have.
You are the best at what you do. So let's get started. Call Genesis Preferred Solutions now and ask about a tailor-fitted package for you. 800-718-2425. That's 800-718-2425. Church leaders, call today to schedule an exciting free seminar for your church or group. 800-718-2425. Go online to genesispreferred.com and do your own business by the book.
Live with Sisters Unedited, where we're talking about dating above or below your station. Now, we talk a lot about dating below our station, but from my understanding, we have some questions from our live audience. So, I believe my sisters, are we ready?
Absolutely.
Stay ready.
We
Are they ready?
Yeah.
Child body.
Bring it. What questions do we have from the audience? Where they from?
Your name?
What they want to say? They don't have to say their name if they don't want to. They're probably scared.
I missed the.
We need
I
you
know
to
I
stand
missed a
up.
good portion of this,
We need
but
you-
you said that. Did you harp on dating below or above?
Both.
Okay. I know I had something to say. Okay, wait a minute.
Don't be scared.
Take your time,
I'm never scared.
No, he's not. He's very talkative.
No.
Take your
we-
time, baby. Take your
all
time.
this chocolate
Okay,
is-
I know. You said that you had a friend or a cousin or relative that stated to you that there are no good women out here anymore.
I didn't say that.
Someone
That
said
was
that.
I.
Okay, I apologize.
That was moi.
I definitely agree.
Why?
I definitely
He
agree.
just said that.
Why do you agree that there are no good women?
Because everyone keeps saying it's one-sided. There's no good men. But if you look at it, okay, first of all, women outnumber men anyway.
There's a lot of
Right.
shady women.
Okay,
Right,
so
you're right.
now, if women outnumber, if you take 40 women to every, 15 men, if only 8 or 9 of the men are no good compared to 30 of the women,
Not to cut
no
you off.
good.
So hold on.
Look at the numbers here.
Let me show you something. If we talk about men versus women, there's that percentage straight men versus gay men.
Okay, so now
Hold on.
okay.
That's why the women populations are higher versus when it's time to date.
Because they're not having a straight man. There are tons of men out here, right? But
Well,
straight men.
worldwide, they want women than men
Yeah,
anyway.
that's
It's
right.
not just in the
I
South
know.
or in the North,
It's
East Coast,
good.
West Coast. That's worldwide.
Okay.
Right.
There are a lot more
Born
women.
male, female.
Right.
But
I
you
got
can't go meet a woman at the strip club. That's what the problem is.
But okay, come on with your question.
But you know what? You said
That's
the
what
women
it
at the
is.
strip club. I have heard you can't meet women in the club. You can't meet women here, there. But
You
the
can meet-
same exact.
you can meet a woman
A
anywhere.
friend of mine tested me once. This is when I first moved to Texas. Okay. Him and his wife kept saying, "Oh, why are you single? Why are you single? You should be married. We'll just find you somebody." And I said, "Where?" He said, "In church." I said, "Really?"
Wait a minute. Come back in the bed.
Woo! Really? So I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what. This is back in the Steppers days."
Yeah, 80s.
I said,
Early 90s.
this is late 90s I moved here. I said, "Okay, I'll tell you what. You come with me to Steppers on Saturday night. I'll do with you at church.
Oh, the next morning.
Raid my olive in Arlington."
Right.
And he said,
I
"Okay,
want to
bet."
go to Steppers.
So we went to church on Sunday morning, and we got there late, we sat in the balcony. And I said, "Okay, come here, Lanier." I said, "Look down there." I said, "Go to the front pew."
You're looking in their chest.
I said, "Count
No.
one pew,
No.
count one pew
Same
back,
ones that was at the
460
club.
across. See that girl right there?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Now look across the pew, that one right there." I point out 3 women.
It was in the club last night.
2 of them had the same dress on
I don't know.
they had on last night.
That
Oh,
doesn't
the
mean
club. At the
no.
club.
But his point
Wait
is,
a minute.
they aren't better at church than they are at the
And-
club. So you can meet
Time out.
somebody anywhere.
And I said,
Right.
to him,
Why?
I
Why?
said,
Because they at least
Hold
they.
on.
Let him finish.
I said, "Do you remember what this one right here offered me last night?"
Oh, wait a
Wait.
So I said, "So what you're saying is that forget spending my money in the club
Come
and
to church.
trying to go to get in and pay for drinks. I just come to church and get the same hoochies."
That's a true statement. True statement.
Tried it.
I
He
agree
tried
with
It's
you.
a true
it.
I agree
statement.
with
It
him.
is.
I
I
think
agree
he
with
tried
him because you know why?
Wow.
I think he tried it.
Well, I agree.
I
with
think
him.
it's true. I think it doesn't cover
that's
everybody, but
true.
it's a true statement. It And is true. And let me just say, she will go out on Saturday night Right. and make it to church Sunday morning.
Well, what's
but
wrong with that?
no,
But
nothing.
I wear the
Nothing
same
is what
clothes 'cause it
I'm
don't
pointing.
matter.
But I'm pointing out there's
Oh,
nothing wrong with that. But how you I don't know how about you that. carry yourself. He said she
how you
offered
carry
him
yourself.
something
Oh,
on
that's
Saturday
different.
night,
That's
and then
right.
she was at church. So it's how you carry
Well,
yourself
she may ask
too.
God for forgiveness.
Well-
I'm sorry. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
That's okay. He ain't got to sit.
The white lady. So addressing you, what my cousin had said to bring the relevance of that. The same thing I told him. I said maybe those ladies, for your example, in church. Okay, maybe they ask God for forgiveness what they have done. Let me just say that they're in church. You know, I'm not passing judgment on anybody.
I ain't got no heaven or hell to put nobody in.
woman. But you can meet a bad person
Anywhere, and that was his
And
point.
yeah, you can be. I don't. Me personally, for what I've heard about people say about churches and all this, what people, wherever you feel the connection at, no matter. I don't care if you're the trash dumpster, you over here. You could be at a strip club. You can meet someone at a strip club. Wait,
On the flip
you
side,
can meet
a good
some.
person anywhere too.
You
Yeah.
really. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You
Right.
can meet them anywhere.
That's the
So
point.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Are we
matter.
going to pick up our audience?
I don't know about that strip club
question?
thing. Nah.
I mean, coming from Atlanta, let me give you an example. You can go to the strip club in Atlanta and meet some nice men. Let me just say this here.
Hold on. Strip club thing. Let me hop on that for a second.
Does he need a microphone?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I need a microphone.
Does he?
He is
You want to be clearly heard.
trying.
Microphone.
He is
Shit.
trying to get him a mic.
The strip club thing.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, coming from somebody who has dated strippers before, depending on where in her career that you met her,
Okay.
because some strippers are there and they treat it just as a business.
Okay.
Right.
It is a business for them. They're probably LLC.
But
You
some of
never
them,
know.
some of
Some
them,
of them are in the
Some
street.
of them just tramps.
just
Some of them are
exactly.
business.
Some of them are just
Okay.
tramps.
That's
They
just
go
a-
there to get high with their girls. And like the
Yeah.
feel of a rod rubbing against them or whatever.
Oh, well, you know, I don't know. 'Cause I have friends working strip clubs in Atlanta and Miami at King of Diamonds, and I know they all have nice cars. They cost us better than mine, honey. They ride foreign.
Exactly.
Wait, so, and I can speak on their livelihood. Their kids go to private school. They live good. Now,
Right.
let me say this here.
I went to the Rolex in Miami.
Right.
And
So,
I
that's
felt like I
right.
couldn't afford to go in there because
You-
I looked at
you-
the parking
you
lot and I
couldn't afford-
said,
That's right, you couldn't afford
to my
that.
homeboy, I said, dude, you see these cars out here? He goes, those are strippers' cars.
That's
I'm like,
right.
what?
So that lets you
Also,
know the
Rangers,
maturity of living.
S5s. I
So
said-
wait, so that lets you know the maturity of those women because you can trick and still drive that. Let me just say that there. Your priorities are different. So that'll be the same woman you see at church paying her tithes and offering on Sunday.
Exactly.
Right? She's a good woman. I mean, you can meet a girl at the store and she have a garbage job, not making what the woman at the strip club make. They're priorities, but that woman in the strip club can pay her same taxes. She's self-employed, different from the woman who got a 9 to 5. They both pay their taxes. It's different jobs.
So the bottom line is there are an availability of good and bad people. There's no expert formula on where to meet them.
Right.
It's a matter of chance and time and patience. And I believe that if it's for you, I believe that you gotta let God do His job and orchestrate that instead of you out. Yeah.
Now, while I'm standing, I don't mean to switch topics, but let's go back to the let the man be a man thing.
We agree with that.
Okay, I don't know how much time we have left.
Hey, please,
I think we're
how much time do you have
Come on,
left?
we gotta wrap this
'Cause I can
up.
talk for a long time.
Well,
We'll probably have to get that on the next
hurry up.
Wait a minute. The problem with a lot of, I don't know about white women because I don't date white women, but the problem with a lot of black women is that they say let a man be a man, but they have no idea how to do it.
What we said earlier.
Well, and their experiences are the reason why. There's a lot of reasons why. If they haven't had a good man, they don't know how to have a good man.
Because of that, a lot of black women today have ruined a lot of black men.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And vice versa. And vice versa.
White women ruined a lot of black men too.
Because this is something I do also.
Yeah, just ask
and I say it
OJ.
every time.
I'm just
ask OJ.
A man is a product of what women creates.
And vice versa.
That's true.
And vice versa. It goes both
that.
ways.
Well,
it absolutely
listen.
does.
I see that we are out of time, and this has been a great section. I guess we could do part 2, part 3, part 17
Of this one.
24. But we have to wrap it up here.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Sisters Unedited. Like us on our Facebook page. Go to Sisters Unedited. Tune in to us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and we're here live. And email us your questions, inbox us your questions. We would love to talk about what you talk about. So thank you again for listening to Sisters. I'm watching. I'm sorry, Sisters Unedited. Bye.
Thanks.
Good night.